Hey everyone, welcome back on Movies Recap Plus. If you're new here, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all our latest content. We've got some exciting videos lined up, and you won't want to miss them. Plus, subscribing is the best way to join our amazing community and support the channel, so go ahead, click that subscribe button, and let's dive into today's video. Meet Deadpool, the most unpredictable anti-hero in the Marvel Universe. Wade Wilson, a former Special Forces operative turned mercenary, is not your typical superhero. With his twisted sense of humor, relentless breaking of the fourth wall, and a healing factor that makes him nearly indestructible, Deadpool brings a unique blend of chaos and comedy to every story he's in. Whether he's cracking jokes in the middle of a fight or taking on enemies far more powerful than himself, Deadpool's adventures are always wild, unpredictable, and wildly entertaining. Buckle up as we dive into the world of Deadpool, where anything can happen, and it probably will. Wade Wilson ambushes Ajax on an interstate with a convoy of his soldiers. Wilson gives the audience a glimpse of Wilson's past as Deadpool during the ambush. Wade Wilson Ryan Reynolds, a former Special Forces agent now operating as a mercenary in New York City, was introduced 2 years ago. As a member of the Canadian Special Forces, Wilson was dishonorably dismissed. He meets Vanessa Carlisle Morena Baccarin, an escort, in a neighborhood pub owned by his buddy Weasel, and the two fall in love. Vanessa is a hooker, and they become friends by trying to figure out who had the worst upbringing. Wade invites Vanessa to a fair after hiring her as a prostitute so they can spend time together. They had sex later on that night. Wade asks her to marry him a year later, and she says yes, but he passes away unexpectedly. Despite Vanessa being at his side, Wade does not want her to see his death after learning that he has terminal lung cancer. Wade receives a visit from a secret program recruiter, Jed Rees, who offers Wade an experimental cancer treatment. Wade is offered the opportunity to become a superhero and get abilities that no one else has by the recruiter. Wade chooses to leave Vanessa and get the operation done despite his initial refusal. Wade encounters Ajax Ed Skrein and Angel Dust Gina Carano in a lab, and he is immediately resentful of them. At the lab, Wade encounters a lot of these terminal patients, who have undergone various experiments with differing outcomes and mutations. Ajax discloses that his laboratory is not subject to any government oversight and is privately sponsored. Additionally, Ajax and Angel were patients. Wade is shot by Ajax with a serum meant to activate dormant mutant genes. Each person's reaction to the serum is unique. Ajax's improved reflexes and burned nerve endings allowed him to experience no pain. After that, Ajax attempts, but is unable, to produce stress and caused a mutation by subjecting him to days of torture, each day's approach being more excruciating than the previous one. After learning Ajax's true name is Francis Freeman, Wade makes fun of him. Wade responds by being strapped into an airtight chamber that continuously adjusts the oxygen level to keep Wade on the point of asphyxiation. Ajax leaves Wade for the weekend, but not before disclosing to Wade their actual goal, creating superpowered slaves to be sold to affluent clients. Wade discovers a healing element within the chamber that heals his illness, but as a side consequence, the healing process leaves him hideously deformed, with scars all over his body that resemble tumors. Wade breaks out from the chamber and fights Ajax. But after hearing that only he can heal Wade's deformity, Wade gives up. Wade is subdued by Ajax, who then impales him with a rebar and leaves him for dead in the blazing lab. The lab is destroyed by Sunrise, but Wade makes it out alive thanks to his healing powers. Thanks to his newfound ability to heal, Wilson lives and makes an effort to see Vanessa again, but he avoids her out of fear that she would suffer as a result of his looks. Wade makes the decision to find Ajax and get his ugliness healed after speaking with his closest buddy Weasel TJ Miller, adopting the pseudonym Deadpool when Weasel picks him in a Deadpool, basically a bar bet with odds-on favorite for most likely to be murdered that day he transforms into a masked vigilante. Weasel moved into the house of blind old Leslie Uggams, an old blind lady, after placing baits on Wade which he always lost. Based on All's advice, Deadpool decides on a red outfit so that his adversaries would be unable to see him bleed and maintain his deadpan humor. He interviews and murders a lot of Ajax's accomplices over the course of the next year, until one of them, the recruiter, reveals Ajax's location. Deadpool finds Ajax by following many clues, which takes him to an interstate vehicle caravan. Taxi driver Dopinder Karan Sony becomes friends with Deadpool en route. After killing every escort and encircling Ajax, he demands a treatment for his deformity. Two X-Men who have been trying to recruit Deadpool to join them: Negasonic teenage warhead Brianna Hildebrand, an adolescent X-Men trainee who can produce atomic bursts from her body, and Colossus Stefan Kapisic, an X-Men who can transform his entire body into organic steel. Interrupt the confrontation. Deadpool was previously cautioned against using his talents carelessly, according to Colossus. Colossus is not going anywhere with Deadpool. Ajax makes off, using the opportunity to divert attention. Angry, Deadpool attempts to assault Colossus and breaks both his hands and his legs. with the intention of bringing Wade to Charles Xavier, also known as Professor X. Back at the X Mansion, Colossus binds Wade to his wrist and starts pulling him away. After chopping off his hand, Deadpool runs away. Overnight, his hand begins to heal slowly. Ajax has no power over Wade and is aware that Wade will pursue him when he recovers. Ajax visits Weasel's pub and discovers Vanessa's story. Weasel informs Wade over the phone that Vanessa is in danger. Wade arrives to the strip club where she works, but he doesn't want to confront her right now. Ajax abducts Vanessa in the meanwhile. He and Angel Dust invite Deadpool to meet them in a scrapyard on a disused helicarrier. Deadpool gets ready for fight, but he is aware that he will need assistance. As everything is going on, Ajax informs Vanessa that Wade is still alive, that she has been abducted because he still feels something for her. After pleading with Colossus and Negasonic to assist him, accusing them of enabling Ajax's escape, Deadpool drives the group to the scrapyard in a taxi. Deadpool battles his way past Ajax's goons and confronts him while Colossus and Negasonic take an Angel Dust and a few troops. Following Angel Dust's victory against Colossus, Negasonic launches an assault on her, unintentionally destroying the machinery that keeps the helicarrier upright. Vanessa is saved by Deadpool, and Colossus lifts Negasonic and Angel Dust to safety as the helicarrier topples. After surviving, Ajax assaults Deadpool, but she is overcome and learns that Wade's deformity cannot be healed. Deadpool murders Ajax over Colossus's protest. Vanessa then lashes out at Wilson for abandoning her, but after seeing his deformed face and discovering the true reason he never returned, she ends up making amends with him. In a moment after the credits roll, Wade informs the audience that the movie is finished and teases a sequel with Cable. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you're new here, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. Your support means a lot to me and helps me create better content. Feel free to drop a comment below.